10/28/19, embarrassed and ashamed.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow.
The corn is as high as
Elephant's eye, and it looks like
it's
climbing clean up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. The sound of the earth is like music. All the sound of the earth is like music.
The breeze is so busy, don't miss a tree. And oh,
Weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
embarrassed and ashamed. I woke up lightly after a deep sleep. I cheerfully accepted the first thought of the day, the purest, most uncompromised thought, a direct message from my unconscious, unsullied by worry or self-justification or wishful thinking or bias of any kind, or all of the seemingly infinite onion layers it is my job to peel away. My first thought of the day is a gift, the truth on a silver platter. The emotion that I felt in this particular moment of hypersanity was delight. I tell you all of this just to try to explain that what I'm about to say is not motivated by any pettiness or grief. I'm not trying to rationalize anything. I'm not trying to make myself look like a hero. I'm not indulging in the writer's revenge, telling people off in my imagination. I'm not speaking as a hybrid of Walter Mitty and Dirty Harry, gaining temporary relief from my tormentors, attacking them with bullets made of images, building a temporary fortress of self-acceptance. Why am I telling you at all? Well, I tell you everything, in a manner of speaking. For me, privacy is just a disguise that speaking out does give me no small measure of personal satisfaction. But I can't have it all about me. If that were true, I'd be a vampire sucking all of your blood and then stealing your spirit before it escaped your lifeless body, reducing you to mere audience, people who existed only as mirrors for my narcissism. I'm not that. I'm far from that. I'm the opposite of that. Someone thanked me the other day, quote, for the inspiration. I wondered what she meant, and then I saw a local bank commercial. A guy was painting his face to go to a Bears game. He said he was an artist and that his job was to inspire people. The inspiration couldn't be directed to encouraging maintaining a checking account and cheering for a mediocre football team. It had to be about the very face painting itself, about our right to create our own individual ways to face the world, about being eccentric, like no one else, and seeing ourselves in all that we know. This prologue is almost over. I will tell you my morning epiphany. My epiphany was a discovery, not an invention. There is a corner of my soul which is going through the 7,000 stages of death, not literal death, the death of friendships, associations, passions, illusions. Most people deny or ignore hurtful memories. Isn't the present tough enough? I mine them, drilling for God knows what. But this morning, what was gold? Okay, I'm ready. My happy morning thought was about people who insulted me, slandered me, betrayed me, ostracized me, mocked me, unjustly condemned me, distracted me with toxic comments, wished me poverty, illness, and loneliness, cleverly shamed me, and forced me to spend years disassembling their lies, attempting to push me around, subjugate me, and use me as a prop to further their self-importance. I have transcended all of that. I hope that inspires you. I woke up and saw a Facebook notification from one of them, transparently self-promoting an infantile and idiotic show, a show that lets you know how bad it is in its self-serving and sentimental title. And I felt, wait for it, I felt embarrassed. I felt embarrassed that I ever liked this person, that I ever associated with him, that I ever worked with him, that anyone would think that he and I do anything remotely resembling one another, that anyone would think that I could possibly think that there was any value to what he does. I felt embarrassed that he was part of my life at all, embarrassed at my past naivete, embarrassed by my innocence, embarrassed by the whole process of transformative life, embarrassed for all the bad marriages and dumb life choices, the shitty jobs, the getting in with the wrong crowds that anyone ever engaged in the history of the world. Embarrassed that I wasn't born wise, embarrassed for all the meaningless suffering endured, for not knowing the time of day. And the embarrassment was thrilling, a natural alchemy that asked nothing of me but my openness, turned all of my pain to joy. And then I felt ashamed. I felt ashamed of how mean and stupid he and every other personal oppressor that I ever encountered is and was. Ashamed of him, them, and that delighted me too. Because my shame for him and them connects me to them still. Estranged, yes. Wiser, yes. On a different path, yes. But I still love them. Anger, hurt, regret, and resentment have been replaced by embarrassment and shame. Copyright 2019, Richard Thomas.